What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to today's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, the day's technical analysis, the trading opportunities that we took on today's stream, and build a game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data. Be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a big block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 7:30, we have PCE and personal income and personal spending. At 8:45, we have the Chicago Purchasing Managers Index. At 12 o'clock, we have some crude news. At 2:30, we have some CFTC data. And at 5:15, we have Fed Bostic speaking. Now, it's never recommended to trade during a major news release, but if you choose to trade during unpredictable price action, then understand you're playing a game of chance with your trading account. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And today was definitely a trend day. And boy, was it a trend day. Initially, we did have a bearish open with the bears trading price lower, the bulls finding support here at this low and making an attempt to trade price higher. The bulls held off this area of resistance, trading price down, the bulls trying one more time to take price up higher with a strong attempt to take out higher structure. And the bears came out with full force and regained control, pushing price lower until the end of the session. And if you can see on the hourly chart, that price ever since it left its all-time high has just been trending down lower and is now tapped into this potential area of support. Now, even though it looks like this was a clean move down for the bears, we know that this is still a bull market and that the bears had to fight to get this move down. You can see on the hourly chart that every time the bears dropped the market down, the bulls made an attempt to buy every dip. However, in this situation, the bears were able to hold the bulls off and trade price lower. But how many times have we seen this play out? We have a major news being released early tomorrow morning at 7:30 PCE, and this is the tool that the Fed uses, or more specifically, Jerome Powell uses to make his inflation decisions. And like clockwork, the market is preparing for that reading. And depending on what it states, we can definitely see the bulls buying this market right back up, wiping out all this hard work that the bulls or that the bears have done and possibly taking out all-time highs. Now, if this data doesn't come in line with the market expect, I can see us continuing this bearish move down. We can have that big correction, that big rug pull that the market has been waiting for. And that can definitely start a bearish trend to the downside. And it all depends on the data that's being released tomorrow morning. Now we have our next FOMC meeting that's scheduled for June 13th through the 14th. And depending on what is being released or the data that we get tomorrow, I assume that that's going to dictate the direction of the market or have a heavy influence on the market until we get that meeting on June 13th through the 14th. But right now, that's all speculation. And we're just going to have to wait until the data is released tomorrow morning at 7:30 Central Time. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart. And this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And just like the NQ, you can see on the hourly chart that the bears has been pushing this market down. And every attempt that the bears have made to push this market lower, you can see that the bulls has been trying to take price higher and failing. But unlike the NQ, you can see that, or at least on the hour chart, that the bear does have more control of this market than the bulls, even though every attempt to move this market lower was met with a bullish reaction. Now you can see this massive sell-off that happened towards the end of the session. And you can see here that the bulls did try to make one final attempt to push this market up higher, but was met with a bearish resistance and they pushed price down. But I do want to point something out here on, at least on the ES. Price has tapped into an area of prior support that I've marked out on my chart. And once it tapped into this support area, we got this bullish move up. And right now, we have this small pivot point right here. Now, depending on what happens here at this area, the bulls can possibly hold this area off. However, with all this bearish momentum, the bears can definitely continue to push price lower. But price has technically tapped into a prior area of support. So I will be watching how the market opens and how the bulls react here at this level, which will be interesting. And in summary, both markets had a bearish open that continued throughout the late night session, and both having reversals at market open. The bulls were able to rotate price higher, retesting higher structure. However, the bears met the bulls with some bearish resistance and overwhelmed the bulls and traded price lower until the end of the session. And finally, the bears were able to regain control at the end of the day, trading price lower until the end of the session, with both markets stopping dead at prior support. Now, it's going to be crucial. Will this support area be able to hold up the market until we get the release of tomorrow's data? Or will the bears trade through this support area? And once we officially get the release of the data, will the market continue to trade lower? And then we get a big, massive pump to the upside. So I'm looking forward to see how the market will react to this data. And with that said, that's all I have. And if you're enjoying these breakdowns and are tired of missing the best trades on the Nasdaq and ES intraday, then subscribe to the channel, join our live stream, join the risk managers in the chat, and we appreciate your support as we grow. As we wrap up, remember the risk manager's creed. Trading involves risk and demands careful analysis and capital preservation. And we can do that by practicing sound risk management. Every trade tells a story. Make sure you write that story in your trading journal, because our psychology is all over these charts. And as always, my name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. Stay green out there. Peace.